Hi, everyone. We are back. Lisa is here, but she's just taking care of a little business before I bring her in. Hi, Susan. We are so happy to be back again, and I'm going to see if I can find us on my phone so that I make sure everything's working. I mean, I'm sure it is, but just to make sure. And today we are talking about I'm not finding us on my phone. Today we are talking about the new tool by Julianna. It is a jewel loom for Eileen Hull, and it is for the paper crafting industry. Thank you, Susan. Hi, Joan. We are trying to get a link to Jules because Jules is going to join us for a few minutes. And Lisa is taking care of emailing her right now for me. Hi, Kaylin. So I'm not sure. I know Susan was there for Eileen or for Lisa's live this morning. So you saw Lisa create something. Hi, Isabel. Isabel was there too. And when Lisa comes in, she'll share what she did. And because there were a couple people that I know that are hesitant to actually take their piece off the loom, what I'm doing is something a little bit different in that here I'm going to bring Lisa back in, and I'm going to bring our guest in, Miss Jules.
And Eileen.
Is Eileen here yet? No, she's not here yet.
Oh, she's right here.
Yes, Eileen might come though. She might pop in for a minute. She came to Lisa's.
Lisa, if not, Lisa, I got her covered.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh.
No, Lisa, not you, Jules.
Oh.
Me. Hi, Jules.
Hi.
Okay, can I show off what I did?
I had just told them that when I brought you back in, you would share what you created during your live. I'm going to make you big on the screen so you can share it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, Rich was looking at me kind of funny. And
I knew he was there because I saw you looking.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I don't know where she is. We're talking about my dog again, one of them. Okay, so this is what I
Oh, my gosh.
See? I told you she'd love it.
Oh, my gosh. Stop.
Isn't that cute?
So good. So good.
It's okay.
No,
I will get better.
You have just made Lisa's day.
Yes, you did. Yeah, because I told Ann. She told me this morning, okay, well, I'm gonna invite Jules and Eileen. And I said, not to my live, you're not. You invite them to yours. I don't want them to see what I'm doing here, what a mess I'm making. But
it's so beachy and it is so you. Joan said she wants that for a bracelet.
Yeah.
I love it.
It'd be super
cute. Hi, Joan.
Bracelet.
Yeah. Is that
actually,
I may
Joan,
do that.
It's your Joan. Yep.
My Joan. My JJ.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to make it bigger, but not much. I have tiny wrists.
Oh, but you can have longer strings. Yeah. You can always you can always make it work.
You can attach, like I showed, I think during Bella, where you could just take some story ribbon and wire and then just wrap it around those warps, and then that'll extend the length of your piece to make a bracelet if you wanted.
Hey, I am good to try anything at this point.
I love that though.
She's actually going to use it in her project next week also.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So see,
I showed him what I made, showed him how I did it.
Yeah.
And then next week, I'm going to use this on a paper project so they can see how to use it with paper art.
Perfect. I love that. No, I think that it's really important for everyone to give their take on what speaks to them, because the way I weave and create is different from the way Joan weaves and creates, which is different from, we're all different in our ultimate expression. But the thing that I love the most is to just come from a place of, technique, tips, ideas. Here's what I did. Some people like structure and they like a specific project, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I also love to give them the freedom of like, hey, look what I did, or look what Lisa did. Look how Anne interpreted this. And then that way everybody kind of feels like, oh, there's a place for me. So
yeah. Well, you were in my head all day yesterday.
Wonderful.
Between you and my mother. Because
personally, I think I've been in a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, you were definitely in mine yesterday, because I kept hearing that a lot. It's yours. Do what makes you comfortable, because you say that so often.
Yeah.
Make it your own.
Yeah, totally.
And I was like, that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get
the basics down. Work on your warp.
I mean, it's beautiful. The colors are perfect.
Great.
Because they are you.
It is me.
It is you. Yes.
It's definitely me. I love
People
color.
are putting in hashtag Bella Crafts. Yes. Okay.
So that was about
I want you all to like, share, and comment this video and Lisa's video from earlier with the hashtag Bella Crafts to be entered for the giveaway for this week, which we did not announce on Lisa's live because I had to make sure everything worked. So we have been working with Jules to bring back her Jewelloom book, and it is done. It is available, and I had to have Lisa go through the steps of purchasing it to make sure everything worked.
Yep.
And here is a picture of the print copy of her book.
Yep.
And so we're doing it in a digital format.
Yes.
And the print copy, I believe, was $22. It is 112 pages. I mean, it's a big book, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it actually costs. Oh, you mean like when it was on the Amazon and prior? It was,
because it was like $29.97 or something originally.
I don't know where it ended up, but it's very obviously it's much more printed, and then when we offer it printed, I know that it'll be a lot, just because it is what it is. But the digital price, I will let you have the honor.
Yes, the digital price is $18.97.
Yes,
which is fabulous, and it's available in, depending upon how you like your books and what you're reading it on. If you're on your phone, you might want it in a single page format. But if you're on your computer, you might want it double page. So it's available both ways. So when you purchase it, you get it both ways. And I can put links in here. I discovered you just can't put links in if you're streaming live to a group. You can't put links or comments in yourself. But I have been able to put links in now. So
I
just put a link in for her new ebook, which we are thrilled to publish for her and share.
Yes,
You're what?
I'm so happy. I mean, I really, when and it's been a beautiful history with the book. When I put it together back in 2016, I was working with F&W Publishing, which, we all loved and admired. They were in New York. They're had been around at that point. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like 75 to 100 years. Like, they were the original New York. I mean, that whole Sex and the City kind of like, romanticized, like. And so I was just like so unbelievably stoked to have my book with them. And then sadly, like many publishers, they just couldn't, do the ride. And so they bankrupt and they sold the rights to Penguin, which I was, again, very happy and what have you. And I was just happy the book had somewhere to land. It was on Amazon. And then late last year, I mentioned, get your book on the Amazon, and somebody, Lori from Jersey, of course, it would take a Jersey girl, right? She was like, hey, Jules, went to go buy the book and it's out of print. And I was like, what?
Oh,
what does that even mean? And so sadly, for whatever reason, they weren't going to print it anymore. And I was like, okay, first of all, when was someone going to tell me?
that's what I'm thinking.
Second of all, Mama wants her rights back. Like, so it's all good. They were so adorable. I believe his name was Shane, who helped me, and God bless him. He was super accommodating and like totally apologetic. And I got my rights back to the book, and I thought, well, if it's going to live anywhere, it needs to be with a like-minded, heartfelt publishing company. And oh geez,
Who do I know?
Who might that be? And so I'm just so happy that it's going to live with you, Anne and Lisa, and I'm so grateful to you both. And I know that it'll be I'm super impressed like how you were able to take the files. I proofed it the other night. We were both, I think it was midnight your time at least, and we were going back and forth. And the great thing too is that you were able to like make some
Minor
corrections and eliminations. Let's
yeah, we took care of all that.
eliminated. And so I think it's just really cool. And I think it's going to lead to more education with the Jewel Loom together. It's going to make sense to be able to come back and like update things. And, you've been doing this. You have some really respectable authors and designers already. And so for me to be a part of that family, I'm just, thank you. So grateful.
We are honored to have you. And Eileen is one of our, where is she? She's done it.
She's right there.
Our authors. It's like Brady Book. So she is one of our authors, and we are so happy to have Jules's book under our umbrella.
Yeah.
And it will be offered as a print on demand. That is how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got it all uploaded and stuff today, and cool. It'll be available next week because when it's print, you have to make a couple little tweaks.
Yeah.
Compared to digital, because the digital copy is 8x10.
Okay.
The print on demand copy, the company that we use, which is MagCloud, does not do an 8x10 format.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to adjust.
Just to go in and
digitally it's available like as we're speaking.
It's available. I put the link in here already.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is available now. But the print on demand, it'll be about a week because I have to make some tweak to it. Yeah. But realizing that's print on demand and it's 112 pages, it is going to be expensive. But we want to make that available for anybody that wants a print copy.
Yeah.
And if you get the print copy, you will also get the digital copy free. So you'll get the digital one right away. But the print one, it takes them about 2 weeks to print them because they don't have any sitting around. They print them as they're ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the
great for us.
Right. Made to order. Everything is made to order in this.
Yeah. That's the way we do it
for you.
And so that is going to be the giveaway this week. We are giving away a free copy digitally of Jules's book. So you like, share, and comment with the hashtag Bella Crafts.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Here and on Lisa's YouTube. We grab all of those hashtag Bella Crafts, and it's just beautiful.
It is a gorgeous book,
and it is. We run this until midnight next Tuesday. So because we do get more people watching the replays.
Yes.
And we want it fair for everyone. So next Wednesday we will announce the winner. And actually, I think we should do 2 winners.
Sounds good.
Knock your socks off.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's give away a brand new ebook.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. Jules, I'm going to make you large for a second so people can see.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
Hey, you'll move Eileen.
Oh, who is that person?
Out of the way because she's here.
Actually, I have this book.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's I just had a darn it. Let me get it. It'll come right back. There's a project in here that is perfect for adding fabulosity to our journals and even a scrapbook page. There it is. Okay. So this ended up being a cuff. Let me get the full picture. Hold on. Yeah, there's always a pretty. Okay. So here's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
stunning.
Wow.
so
That's
this is
the one that I like the most.
yeah. So
Beautiful.
this is made with bugle beads, really big ones.
Oh, man.
And then I wove it, on the loom, and then I adhered it to a piece of leather that was a cuff.
Wow.
And so, you could take the same concept and do it
Right.
to this, the spine of your
Yeah.
journal. But this is a kind of, we work so hard, and I don't know if you all know, but Tiffany and I did a lot of this together. So Tiffany came to my studio in California and at the time, and we took a lot of the photos, all the step outs and some of the pretties. And so, you have the Tiffany Windsor Eileen's eye and detail in this book, which I think is worth like, $1 million.
Yeah.
But we did this too. Like we did this technique as
It's beautiful.
on the
Yeah.
spine of a journal. But
that'd be beautiful.
also, you can make it like a little shorter and do like a cute little bookmark.
Yeah.
So I do think you could kind of like totally get the book if you're in the paper world and think about, well, how would I use that
Yeah.
technique? Even like this project.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where's the pretty? Here we
The
go.
pretty.
Like, look at this one with all the story ribbon,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
right?
beautiful.
Oh, see, that's
Pretty.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're just doing a little bit of beading, and it is 2 holes, which I have to teach you. But I'm super excited to do that because working with 2-hole beads is like fun. But you have like a lot of ribbons, and Eileen was showing the other day on the Insta, you or it was one of your people, your community members, had dyed some ribbons, Eileen. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that looks so cool. So you could take that technique along
Yeah.
with this project idea
Yeah.
and put it onto
for sure.
one of your pieces.
It's
So
I told you it's gonna blow up the paper arts world.
We'll see. Let's hope.
Let's hope. Yeah.
hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had fun putting wire on scrapbook pages, so
Vice
I
versa.
think this is a little tame compared to that, what we did in the late 90s. So
This
in
is
the
true
late
because
1900s.
Yeah, the late 1900s.
we'll never live the 1900s down.
We'll
Yeah,
never
no.
the 1900s will never be. They were the
No.
best.
They
Yeah.
were the late 1900s.
Yeah.
Were the
The late 1900s were the best.
I don't really remember the 1900s actually, but
Well,
that's a whole other story.
I have a little bit of lack of memory, but
yeah.
well,
Yeah, whole other story.
So we want to welcome Eileen too. She probably only has a few minutes because
I
she's in
do.
the midst of packing. So
Yeah.
you just say hi and
Hi.
whatever you want.
I want to say hi to my baby mama, Julianna.
hi,
I
baby
love
mom.
that.
Hey,
We haven't talked
I'm
in
a baby mama now too. We have the book.
That's
Yeah.
true. All right,
Yeah.
we need to start a club.
Oh God.
The Jewel baby
No,
mama. I'm part of
I'm
the Jewel baby
excited.
mama family.
Oh Lord.
Well, I'm getting ready. I packed everything up for the UK people that ordered looms. So I'm delivering them, and then we
Nice.
have a store that will be carrying them called
Nice.
Country View Crafts. So they will land on Friday.
Oh my
And they will
god.
be there. I'm not sure how many because once we show it in class, they're probably going to want them. But
Yep.
We'll see. She
Yeah.
can get more. But
Eileen leaves tonight at 7 p.m.
yes,
and
I
she's here.
do. So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to shove all of this stuff in one suitcase. We have more, but I'm trying not to because I don't want to carry them around.
I
But
don't blame you.
Oh my god.
yeah, but at the same time, I want to have all my stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's in line.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
so
love
good.
that
What a-
background.
Oh, this
I know,
is
her baby piano.
my virtual background because you don't want to see what's back here.
Well, that's
Right.
what I'm thinking, because I'm like, oh man, I need one of those for my room because it's a disaster.
No,
Right?
I didn't know that it would show up, but I was happy.
Yep, that
Well,
looks
they could
good.
see it. Well, I had it turned on and it came back, so I was like, "Oh,
So
thank God."
good.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't yours because I've seen somebody else in that background before.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
I know who. I know. I can't remember who it was, but
Yeah.
that is so
I
funny.
believe it was you, Jill.
I can't believe that. Like, just I can't believe she's already like going international, right? Like, I mean, it's so exciting. It's so stinking exciting.
It
Like,
is.
to think
Yeah.
that the Jewelloom, Eileen Loom, Julianne,
Julian,
I love Julianne.
you
Is
know,
that what we decided on?
well,
No, we
we're
didn't.
having a contest.
When she gets
Oh,
back,
okay, we're still running it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
well, we haven't quite started. I wanted to, and it just got ahead of me.
Oh, imagine that. You have nothing going on.
Everyone, can you think it?
yeah,
I do want to say though,
Yeah.
I just had Debbie, who is my Etsy lady, who I love. She has been like, now how do I do this? How do I do that? She's very methodical. She gets everything. And so she came running over. She's like, you got another order? And I printed it on my printer and we're good to go. So everybody give Debbie a nice clap in the fan club, because
Maybe you'll keep Debbie even when you come back.
if Debbie is up for it, I would love to, but we'll
See?
see. Yeah.
yeah.
But,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if anybody needs anything, she needs to practice. So, feel free to bring in the orders here.
Oh yeah, and by
Well,
the way, that was me that was ordering on your in your Etsy store.
Oh, I
dear.
heard that. Yes.
I did tell her.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
It gave her a big sign of relief.
yeah,
Aw,
yeah, it was just me,
Yeah,
just
that's good.
me
Thank you.
buying.
That's so cool. Well, tomorrow we're doing like I'm a whole group.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
are
say
now.
Yeah, we are. That's right. That's why I'm saying that. So my Jewelloom School live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central will be with the with Eileen's
Our
loom,
baby.
with our baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, baby.
And so I'm just gonna be keeping it simple, doing some warping, and we'll
cool.
revisit. Yeah, and then I have the one that you graced me with. I wish I would have taken the sewing, but the sewing box you just need to send me a picture of, because I took a picture. What am I saying? I took a picture of
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we both took pictures.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We all took pictures. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that just to
Nice.
I was thinking about it. I was like, of course I haven't shown it to the Jewelloom audience because it went to BellaCon first.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was released at BellaCon, which we
Yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, so we have to
Yes.
think of something to release next year.
Yes. Oh, well, we'll probably, that'll be sooner than later.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
might be. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
We're fertile.
Anne's already
It's
planning.
already out of control.
Anne's already planning
put
for
the genie
25.
back in the box.
Everybody is saying safe travels, Eileen.
Oh, thank you.
yes.
Have a wonderful time.
Oh,
Safe
yeah.
journey.
Not looking in the comments. I should.
You have a lot going on, and I appreciate you even coming in for this few minutes.
Oh, sure.
But,
No,
you
I'm
know.
happy to be here. I'll watch it later. I know I saw Jules. I still need to get a picture of you. I should have.
I know.
He needs to get a postcard.
Wait, let me
I
take
have
a
to get
picture.
I have to redo my postcards, so I will definitely.
I'm taking one of you
I'll
right
add my
now.
mug. Oh, wait.
Nice.
Do you want it with you, or should I make like?
No, right there. Right there. I'm taking a picture.
I love Juliana with the hair.
Wait, let me go this way. Wait, I'll get everybody. What the heck?
Oh no, don't do me.
Too late. You will be on Instagram later on.
Oh,
She is quick.
Whoops, that's me.
Maybe, hopefully.
oh
Yeah. So
Lord.
anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to bring it over there. I have lots of ideas, and hopefully I'm going to be doing some lives on the cruise. I'm bringing some supplies, pretty basic, but I want to explore it. And, what I was saying before was, we're all kind of exploring this together, which is exciting.
We are.
Usually I've got dyes, I've worked with them for a while, and I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing with them. This, not so much, but it's I think it's just kind of evolving, and that's going to be the same for everybody. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very intuitive. It's very
Yeah.
intuitive.
it is.
You know, and I hope that, you know, when I say get your warps down, understand
what
how to
that
go
is.
from the left to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't have to be more complicated.
Yeah.
So, you know, it really, it's just the warps, the wefts, which are, that's weaving, right?
Right.
And so, yeah.
We know now.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
you know
that
now.
earlier
No.
today.
We found that out at Lisa's live. Somebody put it in the comments. I said, so the wefts are going, the weaving. So,
Yeah, I think
Yes,
that was
they did.
Isabel. that-
learning all the terms.
Yeah.
It's the technical.
Ah.
Yeah.
Julie's
So
here too.
Julie
Hi,
is leaving
Julie.
tomorrow.
Oh, let me
She
know what
is
the weather
heading out
is
tomorrow. So
She's
we'll
like,
have to let her know how the weather is.
Oh, yep,
gosh.
there you go.
I hear it's cold and rainy.
She is going for her
Wow.
birthday
Yes.
Oh, good for you, Julie.
with her
Fun.
daughter, her sister, her granddaughter, and
Nice.
her
Nice.
grandson.
Can't
Wow.
beat that.
Yeah. So memories.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
nice.
Lots of
yes.
pictures, Julie.
Yes.
So Sandy, who was doing her loom, you know, she started hers during Lisa's live. She said, I am planning on looming been addictive for me.
Addicting.
I am planning on looming being addictive for me. Right. You know,
It
it's just so calming.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've
It
only done a
comes together.
couple, but I feel like I can just sit and relax and do
Mhm.
it without, you know, you don't have to think a lot.
Right.
Mhm.
Just
And I had done one, today's Wednesday. I did one Monday night.
Wow.
And then yesterday, I had a magazine to get out and a book to finish, and I worked for the city. And all I wanted to do was
get back to the loom.
I wanted to make
She kept
another.
talking about it last night after she was laughing at me, but
It was like, come on, seriously, I just want to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like, I need more than one of these.
I know. I
That's the
said, I
thing,
think
you
I need
do.
3 because like mine. Okay, so this is what
It's
I'm going to
true.
show people because some of them were afraid to take it off.
Yes.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
kept mine is full. I'm going to do a couple rows, but this is
Ooh.
Oh gosh, look
I'm
at that.
gonna
You know
take
what?
it off.
Is that
So-
are those grays? And
Gray and black, my
I'm
colors.
telling you, gray is like so incredibly hot and sexy right now. I saw a fiber that I should go buy it.
It's so beautiful. So
So gorge. Like it was, yeah. Gray is like all hot.
Yeah.
to do this correctly, I need one so I can show them how to start, one
Yeah.
so I can show them, and then one to take it off. So I
So
don't
are you
know.
saying you need 2 more?
It sounds
That's what
like it.
she's saying.
Sounds like it to me.
But I left this on here so I could.
send our one of our godmothers 2 more looms.
Well,
Okay.
and then after this morning, we got a couple comments from our viewers saying that after watching me, that they weren't afraid anymore. They were just going to
Good.
go for it.
Yeah, and that's
That's
what
what
you
we
have
did.
to do.
Gotta
That's
jump
perfect.
in.
Yeah, perfect.
You
It
just got to
is.
jump in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. What
yeah.
what was the
was
sign
fun.
that I took a picture of? Punch fear in the face.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Don't abuse your loom, but punch fear in the face.
Yeah. Just do it. I mean, that's
Do
all.
it.
Just start.
Like
Yeah.
Eileen says, it's not perfect, but that doesn't
That
bother
doesn't
me.
Bother me.
That's Eileen.
That's
Yep.
all about crafting, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about anything that, you know, that has to do with art. It's all about your heart, your soul,
Mhm.
you know, and what
Yeah.
part of it you put on the particular piece that you're working on, whether it be looming, you know, weaving or stamping or scrapbooking or whatever it might be,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
I love that. I
But
love
the
that.
thought of bringing the weaving into the paper
Mhm.
Yes,
makes me happy.
Yeah.
makes me ecstatic.
Yeah, me too.
It makes me super happy. I mean, I posted that video of, you know, when I released my dies was Spellbinders back in 2012, because I thought, okay, I want everyone to see, like, I've spent 30 years in this industry, and a big part of it was in paper. And so I thought it was just really fun, because I was doing journals with the goddess, and the goddess is now the Sunweaver loom, you know, so the evolution of everything is so profound and exciting. And yes, of course. Whoa.
Oh,
Of course. I almost knocked Eileen off her
Uh-oh.
her
that
bucket.
was pretty good.
I know how I feel right now.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I think it's so great. And I think what's going to be cool is to see the international reaction, because international always has, first of all, they have different color palettes, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, they're always expressing themselves in different colors than we do. And I find that fascinating. So I can't wait for you to share, Eileen, like what their take on colors,
Yeah.
what they gravitated to, and like what overall, like, you know,
Yeah.
and make sure they know, like, they are like their first level cousins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They know.
See,
They're like in the family, right? You got you and I, and you got Anne, and you got Lisa, and then, you know,
Then
Julie's
we got-
our honorary god fairy mother, right?
Yeah.
But then all these first timers, the Bellicons, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and your international, they're first
Yeah.
level cousins.
First level,
Yeah.
early
Yeah,
adopters.
so no
Yeah.
dating amongst.
Okay, I think we're good with that.
yeah, I think it's getting a little weird.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird. Okay, fine.
Okay, so Isabel has your blue loom, and she is weaving fibers with that.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
she's going to share it in the group what she actually makes. So I'm excited to
good.
see that, because
And she's picking up hers. I'm going to meet her at Hobby Maker, I think.
oh,
Right, Isabel? And she's
Well,
going to.
that's right. Isabel's overseas. Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
And also, Isabel, I have a little package from Susie to give you.
Mhm.
So,
So cute.
See?
So cute.
it's fun.
And Lenine says that fibers in England and Scotland should be awesome.
Oh, I am going to buy some.
He is kind of saying, bring them back, put them
Yeah.
in your store.
We are. We're going to do a special package,
Good.
you know, the Northern Lights package or something like that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
That would be
All right,
cool.
guys. I probably ought to go because I still have to go to the store. And yeah, they said get pretzels. Anyway, I was talking to Beth Kingston, who went over and did Hobby Maker, and she said, bring them pretzels. They'll love it.
Oh, gifts. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't have
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
like,
I always go to Trader Joe's to
Didn't
get
you
my
buy some?
international gifts.
Didn't you buy some in Texas?
I did.
I
Well,
was with you. You bought some.
I had to test them to make sure.
Oh my gosh.
They have more here. So I'm going to buy them. They have different flavors.
Because I knew you bought.
I did. And they're delicious. So anyway. I don't know, guys. I'm
So
out of my
good.
mind. But I will
Have
see you
fun
from the road.
and be safe.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a safe trip. I will talk to
Yeah.
you when you get
Yeah.
back.
Knock
Okay.
it out of the park, Mama.
All right. I'll try.
Bye, Eileen.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, insanity.
It is wonderful. We are glad that everybody seems so excited about this new tool.
Yeah. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
You know, so I'm going to put my camera down, and I'm going to show you. I've made 3 things.
Oh wow.
I told you all I want to do is
Yeah, and she
Great.
had to go after me, which I don't know. Maybe it would. No, it was better that way. Go before me.
Lisa. I love yours.
I know.
It is so
Embrace
easy.
it. It's so perfect.
And I did simple.
yeah.
So
You did gorgeous. I saw.
okay, so I'm gonna switch my
Switch over.
camera.
Take us out.
I'll take you out in a second as soon as I switch my camera.
Okay.
And okay, so
Whoa.
okay, so
There you go.
the first one I did was with beads, just because these were beautiful. They were glass beads.
Gorgeous.
But the reason I did this was because, see, I made this journal with one of Eileen's dies, right? And to do this, I used my Art Foamy stamps.
Love that.
And I used Amsterdam Pearl inks and
Yeah.
created this. Well, I have an extra binding, and I thought this would fit perfectly because I lined it up for the holes. So it would fit perfectly to put through the holes. And isn't that beautiful?
That
gorgeous.
is so cool.
So that's the first one I did, even though I know you can do this on the original Jewelloom. And
No,
I
it's
just
perfect
wanted
because you're not going to waste. You're not going to, with Eileen's loom, you're not wasting any
right.
warp material. So if you know you're going to do something small like that, choose one of the smaller looms. Obviously, the Eileen loom.
That makes sense because because I would have used so much more of the wildfire, and everything costs money, right? If you're going to be throwing it away. But see, these are just long enough that I can put them through the holes, and then on the inside, I would just do a pretty piece of paper, of course, stamped. Yeah. Not that you're going to see it, but that was my original one that I did. I don't know. I think I tried it last week. And then Monday, the one that I did was this one.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now?
Isn't that beautiful?
Is that not beautiful?
What?
Okay, so I told Lisa that hers was definitely her. All those colors and all that beauty. And I am more of, I love purple, but I don't use it a lot. But I'm more of a black and gray or metallic.
That is stunning. What is the fiber? Is it just a
okay? So to do this one,
stuff in it.
To do this one, I actually used acrylic thread for my warp.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now?
Isn't that a great idea, Jules?
I use that for my warps because I wanted it to match my fiber. And then my fiber was actually, look at this beautiful yarn.
Oh my God, stop it. Where did that come from?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So I collect fabric and paper. And I do collect fibers. I've had this forever. I'm not even sure where. But I bought it because I liked the metallic in there.
Yeah,
and
it's gorgeous.
I cut this just a little over 3 yards, and I didn't have to do any knotting in between, and I did it loosely on this one.
Wow.
But isn't that beautiful?
I love that so very much.
Yeah.
So the one I have here, let me get this right. So this is the one I did. I started last night. I was going to have it taken off until I saw some people in Lisa say, they're afraid to take it off, or, that is the hardest part. So I left it on so I could show you guys how I do it. It may be different than what other people do.
Yeah.
But it works for me. Right. But I didn't like, when I did this one, I actually used some jute twine, and I feel like it was a little thick. I didn't like it as well as the acrylic thread.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But I liked it because it was gray in color. But when I do a second one, see, I have this big spool of thread. I don't know what it is. I got it at an auction, but I use it to make tassels. I use it for everything, and it's just the perfect weight. I think I would use this. It wouldn't show the gray, but it had black. Otherwise, I have pearl cotton, which is
well, there you go.
It must be a 1 strand. I mean, it's so thin, but that I got at an auction too. But this was the gray, and I think it was, of course, I don't have, it doesn't say anywhere how thick it is, but it went through the, not sure what they're called, Jules.
It went through those are the beading, that's a beading grid.
Okay, it went through the grid totally fine, so I didn't do anything hard.
Yeah.
And then down here, when I ordered one of my jewel looms.
Can I just correct myself really quick? I want to correct myself. So when I say beading grid, I would say that 9.9 times out of 10, I'm referring to the Wisdom Warrior beading grid. The grid that Eileen has is the same grid that the small Sunweaver has. And so, I mean, it's not a deal breaker to say beading grid, but it is bigger. See how the gap in between the little valleys there, in between the little teeth, are wider? So you do have I think we put 1 millimeter in there, and it worked really fine. If it won't go in the grids, just lay it on top of them. That's not a deal breaker,
Well, right,
either.
because you're going to wrap it around here anyhow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so, but
anyway, sorry, just want to interject.
no,
that.
it's fine. I was just calling them the teeth or the tooth, you know.
Yeah.
I call them notches.
Yeah, whatever
It-
rocks your world.
Little
Girl.
nut, yeah.
But when
Little
I
nut-
bought the original Jewelloom one time, this was included in Jules' her kit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if she's still offering it, but it's some of that the kitchen, the stuff that goes in your kitchen cabinets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it keeps it from sliding. It works perfectly.
Yeah,
So
I used mine to do mine, but I forgot to show it today. So I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
Well,
it works
it came-
perfectly.
It came with the original blue Jewelloom because the original Jewelloom is made out of plastic and it has a wiggle butt.
Yep, it does.
That's fantastic to show that idea with that. I think that's really great. I would have not thought about putting something under the wood loom.
Because when I was working on it, I wasn't working on my counter here. I was over at my desk, and my desk is a little slippery. You know, it's kind of shiny. So it worked perfectly. So before I take this off, I want to show you guys how I came up with. So I know that I wanted it to fit a journal that I have over here. But because I only have the spine here, I can slip this right underneath to see if it's long enough. Because for this one, I want it to cover the whole spine. And I know that I could do another row or two. So I was just going to show you how I did it. And it's just over and under. So because this came over, I would go under. And you use this great needle that has Eileen saying on it. And you just pull. Now, it also comes with the little comb, so you can push up. And on this one, I actually did. I pushed up so it would be tighter. I want to do another one where I don't push up and have it nice and loose and maybe just have the ribbons showing a little bit more. But you can do it either way, whatever way you're comfortable with. And because there is no right or wrong, which makes it just wonderful.
Yeah.
And for my knot up here, I kind of wove it in.
Oh, good. Okay.
When I was doing it, when I started. But let me see if that's going to be long enough.
Wow.
I think I'm going to just come back one more time and then that's it.
Wait, how were you able to slide that underneath the loom? Is that just the spine, like a piece?
It's just the spine.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? That it's this correct depth? That's so cool.
Yeah,
it makes it perfect. Perfect. So it can just go right under there, and that's exactly the size I want it.
That's
perfect.
Fantastic.
That's why it works so well with Eileen's dies, Jules. Because it's the perfect size.
Okay, so for this, I again cut. Here, I'll show you guys how I do it. It's just okay. So for those of you that don't know, I went to school for fashion design. So I have been sewing all my life.
Nice.
And okay, to measure a yard. Okay, I gotta get my chair out of the way a little bit. To measure a yard, when you don't have a yardstick, you put the end in your fingers and you just to your nose, you stretch your arm out. That's about a yard. It's very close. So I just did that 3 times, and then I gave it a few inches, and that's what I used. And I'll show you how much fiber I have left. So I could have gone shorter. I would rather have more than not enough, right?
Yeah.
So I still have a couple feet, but I can use this on a card. I can use it for a bow. I don't feel like I'm wasting it at all.
Not at all.
Okay, so this is under, and I'm just going to tie this off. And I'm just going to come under here. I already took my needle out. But I'm just going to make a knot. And I did a double knot at the beginning. So I'm going to do a double knot here. Not that you have to. And you can always use just a little bit of glue, whatever you're comfortable with. But so that they're the same, which is why I'm doing a double knot.
Ah, cool. Great idea.
Okay, so there's my knot, and now I can cut this. And I'm going to cut it with just a couple inches, and I'll take and weave that into the back. Like when I take this off, I'll show you how I weaved the beginning in. But then that way, that will be all nice and clean. So it's totally up to you the way you want to do it. Now with this, for the, I'm looking for my picker tool. For the other one that I did with the acrylic thread, I was able to untie it and take it off that way. I'm not sure if I will. I should be able to do it this way. Otherwise, you can just cut them. But if I didn't have to cut it, I was going to try to avoid it. Not that it matters, but it's just going to be a little bit longer if I can untie it, right? I mean, I'm just going to have just that little bit of extra because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And then I just took and very carefully took it off of these. This is a much thicker string than, of course, the acrylic thread. So I have to work on it slowly. But that's why I have this tool, this picker tool.
Oh.
Because I can kind of work it a little bit.
All
and
right.
come around. And I'm not hurting the loom at all, but I'm just trying to come up and around.
Yeah. And the other option, just so people know that if they wanted to, they could cut one end.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that.
But if you're having success with what you're doing and you're not damaging the loom, then knock your socks off.
Well, right. And if you get just the one end off this way, the other end comes off so easy.
Yeah, it does. Well, do you remember how I pulled the warps on?
Yes, yes, I was going to show that.
Are you going to try it?
I was going to try it.
Stop it. God, I love you.
I thought, because it's a perfect. Okay, so see.
Okay, do it, girl.
That's off. And then I'm able to take it off up here.
Oh, my heck.
I'm going to.
Without cutting anything.
Unloosen this knot. But, I mean, you can totally cut it. And that's not.
That's pretty cool.
You just have shorter strings.
Yeah.
And it depends how tightly you made your knots. I mean, I thought I made my knots tight because my warps were good. My warps were good. But still, this is a thick fiber, so it came off quite easily, I think. And now you can see the beautiful loom.
Yep.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Nice. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way so maybe you can see this okay. So I'm going to try this. Okay, here's the back. So this is my extra right there. So I wove it into the first 3 or 4 rows, and then I can cut it. And this one I'll put on a needle and I'll weave it down. And it's going to be glued to a book. Although this would make a really good bookmark too, because it's not too thick. But for these, you can take and add beads. You can do whatever you want. But Jules showed a great trick at the event. And she took, like, okay, so here is your first loop. I got to get the whole thing in there. And you got to find out which thread you're going to pull, and I'm going to see if it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now you see, you watch this loop
yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
See? And then you will have a beautiful
Wow.
finished edge, right?
That
Yeah.
is cool.
And
So
it's imperative, and really stress the fact of how, like, you've got to put that right hand or left hand, whichever when you're not using the pull, you've got to
Over it.
keep you got to keep it over it and steady so that you don't distort your piece.
Right.
Brilliant. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, girl.
Yeah.
So isn't that cool? So both of those are pull tight. So then you have this long at the end, so you could make a tassel, you could add beads, you could do whatever you want. I'm going to see if which one I pull with this one, where it's going to go. That one? Nope. I don't have to pull that one. I'm going to see the last one right there. So I'm pulling, and you can see that. So it makes such a beautiful edge.
It does.
And this is where my knot is. So I will take
So
this
good.
and I'll just wrap it around that end, and it'll be just perfect. But it's just so cool. And
Good job.
the book, I wanted to maybe put this on, because I could put it on this one, but I really think it needs some of that iridescent color in there for it to look nice.
Yeah.
But I've got this gorgeous book that I did. Okay. And
which house do I need to come and party at?
yes. And this is actually done with fabric. So this is my paper that I foiled, and then I embossed it, and I put it on top of fabric. So the inside is fabric, and then I have the black paper, but it makes it so it's a very flexible journal. But see, if I did one in silver, this would be a perfect.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. That would be just so perfect. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I mean, it's just too much fun. I'm going to bring the other girls in, and I'm going to switch my camera.
I just can't. You know what came to my mind right now, what I really love about all this, in addition to everything, what came across my brain was that it's going to be fun for people to see different color combination ideas and theories.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're making jewelry, you're kind of designing according to, say, your wardrobe, or if you're making it for, sell, you're trying to coordinate it for your clientele, depending on where you are in the country, blah, blah, blah. And so I really feel like there's something about the creating of the paper craft and then the creating of the loomed piece that's just going to expand everybody's color theory combinations. I don't know. That may sound like might sound like, really, Jules, what do you want? But in my jewel brain, I'm just like, you showed that gold, and then you showed that piece, and then you were like, I could do silver on that. And, maybe these are just colors that people, aren't thinking about. Because sometimes too, like when you think of gold and silver in the jewelry world, you're kind of thinking along the lines of like perhaps a more expensive type of product, like German wires and sterling silvers. And so maybe you have the budget for that, maybe you don't, but over here now you get to incorporate it with the simplicity of these gorgeous papers and yum nums.
Yeah. Possibilities are endless. Well,
it's such a beautiful relationship. I just am so stoked.
And I collect fabric. I mean, I did go to school for fashion design. So, I mean, I have all these fabrics that have, I gravitate toward metallics in my fabrics, but I
Yeah.
can see this perfect. I mean, I can see so many great combinations for this.
Yes. Yeah. I forget how sexy you are.
You want to know something funny though? When you were showing that, I was looking at the ribbon. Okay, because we are complete opposites in this particular part, right? I have the same exact ribbon that you have.
See?
Oh my God.
Except for mine is in all of these
my
colors.
God.
I was gonna say okay. I don't. Oh, see, but I do. I have it in pink.
Oh, super pretty. Super pretty.
I mean, this is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
I was just like watching you, and I just looked at my stash over here that's on my table,
and you were going, I get to use this finally.
I want to share what's on my ear because
okay, I'm gonna make you big.
Because you can make these. You can make these on your Eileen loom.
Oh, see, so cute.
That is.
You're just gonna do rows and rows of a cord. This happens to be hemp cord by Hemptique. And then you're just going to add that really funky material yarn. I get these skeins I've found them mostly at Michael's, believe it or not. And then you're just like doing these little Ryan knots at the end of the warps. I think we actually have a video where I made these. And so I just thought, well, these would be really good to share, like what else, what could you do? Because you could actually, if you wanted, this could be like on, something fun.
Oh yeah.
Something a little bit. Yeah. Just like a whole different idea. Anyway, you can come off me.
Okay. I just
had to interject.
I was just also
I love those.
Seeing if there were any comments I needed to address. And Joan Dice says that she calls the ends warp grids, which is perfect because that's what they are. They're the grids for the warps.
Yeah.
Susan said, my project would be a little wonky. My yard would be about 3 inches short. That's why when I do it, I mean, you guys couldn't see my hand out here.
Yeah.
I put I'll have maybe a couple inches down and I do it. Yeah. But then I'll always add a few at the end because everybody's is different.
Well, I mean, I call them
mine, I doubt is exactly 36 inches, but that's what I learned in design school.
Yes.
If you need a rough estimate, and it has served me well for way too many years. Susan said, is that sheer ribbon? It is a yarn. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's almost like a seam binding.
Yeah,
it is sheer.
Yeah.
It is sheer. But I've got it in the yarn department. But then again, I have had it for a dozen years, probably.
Mine, which is exactly the same, by Lion Brand.
Yep, Lion Brand. I'm not sure if it's available anymore because I was in both Walmart and Joann's.
Yep. Michael's
last week because I was looking for fibers, thinking, well, should I buy newer stuff or use my stash? Well, it's always good to use your stash. I really didn't find anything that spoke to me. That it's like I want to spend $6 or $8 or $9 for a skein of yarn. So I went, we'll stick with what I have. Rebecca says, I've never seen anything like that fiber, and it's beautiful. It is. I mean, when you see something really pretty,
grab it.
Yeah, better. Because and like I said, I have been using this spool of thread for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And I got it at an auction. I mean, it was in a box with, of course, some beads. I mean, some buttons. So I had to buy it.
Yeah.
I just remember
Lenine asked the yellow and brown one piece of fiber. It is. That one is a ribbon also. Or I mean a yarn also.
Gorgeous.
But it has all of the colors.
Yeah.
But look at that. That silver running through there just spoke to me. You know,
Beautiful.
it
It
was
looks
just
so
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I did. That one turned out. I had to call Lisa and said, I got to show you.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
I know, right? I was like,
Susan
wow.
said, could you make it a little longer using the same holes on the binding and have it be a handle? You could. Yes. The beaded one. Yes.
Oh, I see what you like. Yeah.
Yes. You could totally make this longer because
Mhm.
I had all of this extra, so I could have made it another inch and a half, 3 inches.
There's 6 inches on the
Easy.
Eileen loom.
Yeah. So then you could have put it in the holes and it would have made it a very cute handle. I wouldn't have made it this wide. I would have made it a little bit narrower.
Yeah.
But yes. And you know, it's nice to see that you can do a variety of things on this loom. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes everything, like Lisa always says. Oh no, it's Eileen. Find a tool that you can use it for at least 3 things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Kaylin was in here and she said, so a picker is necessary for paper crafting. I mean, if you're die cutting, you got to poke those holes out.
Yep.
But now she has another reason to use this.
Yep.
Which, I mean,
so good.
It is strong. It's not going to, you know, you don't want to sit and scratch your wood. I was very careful.
Right.
And I was trying just to touch the fibers, you know, but this is blunt. It is not sharp. It's not going to ruin anything.
Right.
But you still have to be careful. But
Yeah,
so much fun.
Okay, so I've been wanting to show this one thing forever because we've talked about it time and time again, and I just remembered to do it. But when I first started in this business, one of the things that I learned as far as marketing yourself, because you know that's the hardest thing that you can do is market yourself.
Yep.
I don't usually have issues because I'm not shy or anything like that, so I just kind of throw it out there. But I learned that when you're dealing with a company or a certain person and you want to make an impression on that person, you need to do something that is just for you, that is just about you. And this is what I used to do with my business.
I'm going to make you big.
Okay, this is what I used to do with my business cards.
She did. She would hand make every single one.
I would take my business cards out.
My God, why do I remember this?
And then, because you've probably seen it. But yeah, I would add my fibers and I would tie some beads on there. And then this was just a little envelope that I went ahead and decorated with, you know, a little tag there and then a tag here, added some extra beads. And I got so many responses from these business cards.
Everybody remembered her because of those cards.
Everybody remembered me because of these cards.
You know, her business name was Stampin' Queen.
Yes.
Fiber Queen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, because I love my fibers. You know how much I love my fibers.
She does. She does.
That's why I kept saying I'm going to bring them back to the paper world.
She's been saying it for years. See, so now she's happy. Joan says the business cards are awesome.
Thank you so much for that, for making one of my dreams come true. Miss Thing with, you know, bringing paper or bringing fiber back with paper. It's a great combination.
Totally.
It is a great combination. But
yes. I mean, and that was the first thing I saw when Lisa gave me her card too, when I first met her.
Yeah.
It was original. Isabel says she measures yards and meters the same way. Yeah. It just.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember my mom teaching me that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember my grandma doing that.
That's crazy. I love it.
Aging myself.
I love all of it. And I'm so excited that I could put fiber in my craft.
Oh, it's so good. I'm just, I'm so excited for everyone. I mean, I'm so incredibly passionate about weaving and have been for a long, long time. And to be able to partner with the best, you know, Eileen and Anne and yourself, Lisa, like to really come out as like this really strong family of creatives and then be able to share it with everyone. It's just good stuff. It's just so good because I just want people to relax.
Exactly.
You know,
Right? Just chill.
Just have fun and chill. Like I've said it 100 times. Like I love to show you how to do something, but then I really want you to jump. Like I'm not a stickler about too many things.
Right.
Too many.
Right. You want to get the basics down, but from there, then add your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun. Once you get those basics down, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your warp styled in. Understand the concept of weaving. Play around with different sized beads and styles and different textures and, you know, the fibers that we were pulling off of raw silk, you know, during BellaCon, and just like, how does that work? And how does it work when it's one long piece of deliciousness? How do I get the colors to pop that I want to pop? Like that's all the fun stuff, you know? Yeah. So I'm so excited about this.
Yeah. It took me longer just to pick out my fibers and what I wanted, my color theme and what I wanted. Then put it together because it's quick. It doesn't take, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of time, which is also very good when you're, you know, crafter, because sometimes you want to spend days on something because, you know, that's just the mood that you're in. And then other times you just want to boom, be done.
So this one would take me days, but I want to do one with just Krennic thread.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, now see that.
And I have spools and spools and spools of it right over there.
Yeah.
That would be.
I'm already starting on a new one. This one's going to be bigger, but yeah, I'm starting on a new one already. While you were demonstrating, I was warping.
See,
you were yeah, I know. I gotta well, we're gonna demo tomorrow on the YouTubes and it's just, I mean, when Eileen showed me what she did, I mean, she's so cool.
I know, right?
Just how she like put the little beads up here. It was so precious, you know, and then using the Tree of Life charm, and it looks like she just kind of like stitched that to there. You know, I love this binding as well. Just kind of fun and funky. This is like the whole thickness. And then we had a lot of fun using, you know, just the techniques of beading. You know, just using beads and adding those as like just little embellishments to your pieces. Like there's just so much you can do.
I know. Yeah. So we hope that we inspired you guys a bit.
Yes.
And
you inspired me.
You know, we would love, love, love if you have the loom or any one of Jules's looms to share what you're doing over in our group. I don't think we got any links put in here, but we did get.
I forgot about links.
The link for the book put in.
Okay. So I was so into what I was watching, I completely forgot.
And remember, like, share, and comment to be entered with the hashtag Bella Crafts.
Yep.
We entered for the 2 ebooks we're going to give away of the Jewelloom Inspirations, now available through Bella Crafts Publishing.
Yay.
And we are so happy to have it. I'm so happy to have, not only am I happy because it's off my plate, but you know, you get this list, and I meant to get it. I wanted so badly to have it available before the event. It just wasn't going to work.
I told her she was insane.
But it's done and it's beautiful.
Oh, it is gorgeous.
You know, you guys, if you don't have that book, that is a book you want in your life.
It's got all the basics. It just shows you like all the different things that, you know, you would want in your arsenal, you know, like you have your picker thing, you've got different glues and what have you for your journals and stuff. You kind of, you have like the same toolbox with some different items for what we do in weaving, and the pictures are like off the charts, phenomenal. Like
They're stunning.
I mean,
the photography is gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah.
But
I need to
there's
talk
also
to Tiffany about that.
There's step by step
by
photos.
step. Like there's like flipping a lot of like Tiffany, but that's the Eileen style, and that's how come they had an award-winning television show, award-winning with Leisure Arts, all the big books of crafts. Like they knew how to do that.
Their stuff.
Yeah. So when Tiffany and I got together, and it was just like one photo after the next. I mean, I think it took a couple of days.
And we're working on a book with Eileen that we have been working on for a while, quite a while. And at the event, I told Eileen, so I'm just going to fly to your house for 3 days. We're just going to do the pictures and be done. And I said in the fall, and she said, "Oh, thank you." Because it is a lot if you're the author and you have to write the book and do the pictures, and
it's a lot of work.
The book we're doing with Eileen is a very technique-driven book.
Cool.
So it's going to be a lot of pictures, and I said, I think I'll just come. We'll just knock it out. So
you gotta corral her. If we want to get it done, we gotta corral her in. She is
very cool.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we want to thank you all for coming. Jules, thank you for coming.
Thanks,
Eileen, thank you for coming. Have a wonderful trip.
Yes,
you're welcome.
She's still here. Yes. So we will be back next week.
Yep.
Our sponsor next week is Sizzix.
Yep.
So the project that Lisa did in her live this morning, she will be using that with her Sizzix project next week.
Very cool.
She's going to show you how to combine the two.
Yep.
And
can't wait.
So we will be back.
Me so we can share it and watch.
Yes.
I'll tag you.
Okay, tag me.
But we will be back at noon and 2 Central Time next week.
Yes.
Okay.
But until then, make sure you check out Jules's new ebook.
Yep.
And she will be live tomorrow on YouTube at 4:00 Central Time. You want to make sure you check that out too.
Yeah, that's the Jewelloom channel.
Jewelloom channel. So, yes, we want to thank all of you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did not say it this morning.
Nope, but we're going to now.
We're off our game, ladies.
Until next week, take a little time to craft.
Because it's good for your soul.
It's good for your soul.
It definitely is. We all know that.
Yeah.